Oh, Lynn, I'm sorry. Lynn, I'm sorry. Lynn! I don't have my paper in front of me, I'm sorry. Here comes the best man. There we go. Uh-oh.
What's that box in there? Why are you holding a box?
Don't worry about the box. No, I think I'm good. All right, hey, actually, can everybody give you a round of applause for Christine and Hannah? It's going to be really hard to follow that one up. Hopefully I don't start crying. Well, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Lynn. I've known Dennis pretty much my whole entire life. Not only he's one of my best friends, but he's also my cousin and my fraternity brother. So, as you can imagine, we've been through pretty much everything together, good and bad. But before I continue, actually, I would like to address Nicole really briefly. So, Nicole, I was there when you and Dennis met, and I maybe remember it, slightly different than Dennis did after those shots that we took. But for one thing, it was clear that right when Dennis met you, even though... Okay, sorry, I'm not going to mention that. No, it was clear to me that aside from the fact that Dennis would not shut up the entire night about meeting you, there was something special about you. And sure enough, next thing you know, you're meeting my family, our family, and making a very, very great impression on them too. And so, I think I can speak on behalf of my family when I say that, we're very excited to welcome you as a part of the family. But there's one bone that I still have to pick with you. So, I don't know how many of you are friends with Dennis and Nicole on Facebook. I'm sure many of you are. But there was a post a while back that was very, very disturbing to me. And that's the one thing that I think you have to, well, let me explain. So there's one thing, very, very important thing that you have to remember to fully become a part of our family. And that one thing is,
oh my gosh.
This is what Yoda looks like. Not the alien from Toy Story. So I got you a Yoda bobblehead to make sure that you never forget what Yoda looks like. But in all seriousness, welcome to the family, and we love you.
Woo!
Oh, well, now back to Dennis. Where do I begin? Alright, let me look at my little phone here. So, as I said before, I've pretty much known Dennis my whole life. And we've been through everything, thick and thin. And as hard as it may be to believe, Dennis and I over the years have gotten ourselves into some questionable situations. But what I'm told is we only have the room till 11:30 tonight, so unfortunately I won't be able to go over any of those stories with y'all tonight. But I wanted to give you guys a quick glimpse of what it's like to be Dennis Chong's partner in crime throughout my entire life. And so I'm gonna copy a little bit from a very famous comedian. Generally this bit's called You Might Be a Redneck. But tonight it's called You Might Be Dennis Chong.
Oh, yeah.
So, if you get drunk and leave your cousin stranded at a house party in Berkeley, 45 miles away from home, you might be Dennis Chong. I found my way home. Thanks a lot. If while being driven to the airport to catch your flight, you refuse to look at your itinerary and only realize after you get dropped off that your flight isn't for another 5 hours, you might be Dennis Chong. if on a second occasion, while being driven to the airport, you refuse to look at your itinerary even after being asked, only to realize that after you get dropped off, your flight is actually not until tomorrow, you might be Dennis Chung.
Whoops.
This is all true, by the way. If while in Vegas, from across the room, you see the girl that you will eventually marry, but walk away when you see her playing a Korean drinking game, only to have fate intervene and have her friend walk up to us and actually ask you back to the table, you might be Dennis Chung. And last but not least, if you're a great doctor, an even greater man, a caring brother, and a loving husband who'd walk to the ends of the earth for his loved ones, you might be Dennis Chung. And Dennis, you're the closest thing that I've ever had to a big brother. I've always looked up to you. I'll always stand by you. And after everything that we've always been through, I don't think there's ever been a time that I've actually been more happy for you in my entire life than tonight. Congratulations, man.
Yeah!
Now with that, I'd like to ask everybody to raise their glasses. Or shot glasses or wine glasses, whatever you got. So, no, you go ahead. All right. When they talk in the storybooks about forever, they're talking about you guys. Everybody, to Mr. and Mrs. Dennis Chung, congratulations.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, put your hands together for Dad's maid of honors and the best man. And now